Hello and welcome. You are watching News 9 Live. I am Krishna Kumar. Just months to go before the high-stakes state assembly election in Karnataka, and the BJP, the ruling BJP, has promised to change the state of Karnataka's reservation matrix. The BJP is planning to scrap the 4% reservation meant for the state's Muslim community under category 2B in the OBC list. On the other hand, it has announced a significant increase to the quotas for Lingayats and the Vokkaligas. In fact, it's planning to give the Lingayats and the Vokkaligas the same 4% quota it has taken away from the Muslims and split it between these two communities. As expected, the move has not gone down well with the Muslim community in Karnataka. Members of the community have taken to the streets in protest. There has been stone pelting outside the home office of former Chief Minister of Karnataka and Lingayat community stalwart B.S. Yediyurappa in Shivamogga. Right, now those protests outside the Yediyurappa's house was by the Banjara community, the scheduled caste community, which gets to lose out because of the new caste matrix. Meanwhile, the Congress party has termed the cabinet decision as unconstitutional. It has also declared that it would restore the quota to the minority community, the Muslim community, in the event of the party coming to power in the state after the elections. Let's listen to what D.K. Shivakumar of the Congress party and other political leaders had to say.
The reservation in Karnataka is a mockery. It is an unconstitution. It is an unconstitution. They think that reservation it can be distributed like their property. It is not their property. It is their right. The minorities of this soil are living and they have their own rights. We don't want their 4% to be scrapped and given to any of the major communities. The major communities, the Vokkaliga, Lingayats, are the people who have been, they are called the Annadatas. They plow the land, they give food, they grow, they are the tillers and the landowners. We don't want any of the minorities because they are our brothers and family members. This is a country with all community. Our country is very rich in our culture. All of them are helping us equally. So they have taken their 4% and distributed 2% to Lingayats, 2% to Vokkaligas. The entire Vokkaliga and Veerashaiva Lingayats are rejecting this offer. We don't want. I am confident the Congress party will come to power after the next 45 days. We will scrap all this reservation. Within 90 days, they can't change 3 times. There is no base. There is no any report, no proper inquiry has been done. So politically, they know that this government is full of corruption. They have lost the base. The Honorable Prime Minister, Home Minister, all of them are coming and staying here only to somehow see that they get back their government. It is impossible. They will not get this government. The people of Karnataka have decided to throw this government. Now they are trying to take this into an emotional way. Emotional way will not work. What you give to the people, how you take them, how you take everyone to confidence is very much important. I fully believe that people will reject this. Myself being the party president, I am declaring it. The first day on the cabinet, we are going to just close this account.
देखिए, जहाँ तक मेरा मानना है, ये भारत के संविधान में जो सेकुलरिज्म एक बेसिक स्ट्रक्चर का हिस्सा है, ये उसका वायलेशन है। और दूसरा एक आर्टिकल 27 जो हमारा संविधान का है, वो ये कहता है कि टैक्स मनी को प्रमोशन और मेंटेनेंस ऑफ अ पर्टिकुलर रिलीजन के लिए इस्तेमाल नहीं कर सकते। आप पब्लिक फंड को इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं एक समुदाय के फेस्टिवल को प्रमोशन के लिए। और फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने शिरूर मठ केस में ये कहा था कि अगर कोई टैक्स रेवेन्यू इस्तेमाल होता है प्रमोशन और मेंटेनेंस ऑफ स्पेसिफिक रिलीजन, तो आर्टिकल 27 का वायलेशन है। अब आप इसको जक्सटपोज करिए यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड से। अब कौन सा यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड बीजेपी लेकर आएगी? आप संविधान का वायलेशन कर रहे हैं, और आप पैसे भी बांट रहे हैं। अरे भाई, आप सबको दीजिए ना पैसे। फिर अब रमजान चल रहा है, आप तो मदरसों के टीचर्स के पैसे नहीं दे रहे हैं पिछले 5 साल से, और यूनिफॉर्म सिविल कोड की बात करते हैं। तो ये बीजेपी की खुली हिपोक्रेसी है जो उत्तर प्रदेश सरकार ने जो फैसला लिया है।
कल ही हमारी भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार ने तय किया कि रिजर्वेशन के अंदर हम बदलाव करेंगे। एक कांग्रेस पार्टी ने वोट बैंक को खुश करने के लिए 4% माइनॉरिटी रिजर्वेशन लगाया था, उसको हटाकर 2% वोकलिका और 2% हमने वीर शैव और लिंगायत को देने का काम ये भारतीय जनता पार्टी। ये जो माइनॉरिटी को आरक्षण दिया था ना, वो संविधान सम्मत नहीं था। संविधान के अंदर धर्म के आधार पर किसी को आरक्षण देने का कोई प्रोविजन नहीं है। ये कांग्रेस सरकार ने अपनी तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के कारण माइनॉरिटी को रिजर्वेशन दिया था। ये कांग्रेस पार्टी कर्नाटक का कभी भला नहीं कर सकती। उनको तो बस एक एटीएम चाहिए, जिस एटीएम से हर रोज कार्ड डालते ही पैसा बाहर आए।
So will this major change on the minority community quota by the BJP cabinet get them a comfortable win in the state of Karnataka, or will it propel the Congress party to finally unseat the BJP? That's the first question we're asking. In fact, we're going to be sticking with Karnataka for the next hour or so. So keep watching News 9 Live to know everything and understand everything about the upcoming Karnataka State Assembly elections and the fight for quota and the change in the reservation matrix. I have Karnataka'S Sharma, Executive Editor, now joining us in the studio. We also have Bhaskar Hegde joining us via video link. Bhaskar, just stay with us. Let me take this across to Karnataka'S first. Karnataka'S, this entire quota change, there are other quota changes that are happening, which it's doing to the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes reservation as well by splitting the scheduled caste community. But first, let's begin with the Muslim community. It's exactly taking the 4% away from the Muslim community and splitting it between the Vokkaliga community and the Lingayat community. My point is that we clearly know the Vokkaligas and Lingayat communities are the most politically active and very important for any party to form a government in Karnataka. But how will this move impact the BJP otherwise?
See, there are two parts of this debate. One is the legal part, which is whether minorities should get quota or not. That's a different debate altogether, whether minorities should get it or not. There are constitutional views on it. People accommodate various castes, various religions through various castes at state level quotas. That is why the Buddhists also get it. Now the issue of Muslims getting a quota is a different thing. But I am more interested in the tenor and the tone of Home Minister Amit Shah. It means that he has directly implemented the Uttar Pradesh model in Karnataka 1. His aggressive speech and categorically saying that I am dividing the minority quota percentage equally between Vokkaliga and Lingayats, that he has decided that this election will be fought on a particular issue. Now this succeeds the Tipu Sultan controversy.
Correct.
So my understanding is that BJP is in a problem in Karnataka, so it has decided to go back to a mode of politics which suits it, which is cultural politics, icon politics, and in this case, you say that the Congress diverts fund to minorities. If you recall...
If I were to ask you, Karnataka'S, at this stage, do you think that it's sort of trying to consolidate the Hindu vote bank in Karnataka by putting these two big communities together?
Actually, I would say yes, because what they have done is they are trying to go beyond the Lingayat and Vokkaliga polarization. They are saying that they are equally distributing the state largesse between Vokkaliga and Lingayat. So it's not like they understand that perhaps they would require both. Now, I would say that the larger issue from me sitting from Delhi, I'll not get into the nitty-gritty of details. I think it reminds me of 2017 when Prime Minister said that you have money to spend, public money to spend on barricading the Qabristans or the graveyards in Uttar Pradesh, but you have no money to spend when it comes to upgrading the Shamshan Ghats, the cremation grounds. So first people thought as to why Prime Minister said this in 2017. But that radically changed the temperature in UP's politics, and BJP got 300 plus seats. I'm not saying that there is a sweep of Bharatiya Janata Party, but this sort of a posturing shows that the BJP has shifted gears. It's directly going to do politics on line of cultural polarization, icon polarization, and I think they are not going to create a binary of Vokkaliga versus Lingayat. They would like both the communities to vote for them because they feel that the various subsects in the community, even if, they can chip away the one which gives them less vote, like Yadavs in Uttar Pradesh.
Yes.
This time in Lok Sabha, 30% of them voted for Bharatiya Janata Party. It would suit them. So I think it's like a change of gear, Krishna.
Correct. Got it. Perfect. Stay with us, Karnataka'S. Let's take this across to Bhaskar Hegde as well. Bhaskar, tell us, how is it faring, this strategy? Because we've seen stone pelting at Yediyurappa's residence by the Banjara community.
Yeah, this happened in this afternoon, Krishna Kumar. I think this is a Banjara community that comes under SC block in Karnataka. I think the same community is comes under, I think, OBC in some other states. So that's one part. So coming back to this issue of reservation issue, that's an interesting part. See, the major why this government has taken a decision to this effect at the 11th hour is a very interesting thing. There is a subsect within the Lingayats that is called Panchamsalis. A large section of Panchamsalis were demanding a major reservation for Panchamsalis. So the government was basically caught because the Panchamsalis were part of Lingayats and the Lingayats are part of basically the BJP's hardcore vote base. If BJP government had failed to give any kind of socks to Panchamsalis, so this election would not have, made possible for BJP. I mean, in any kind of contest, I'm saying. So that's why in the 11th hour, what the government tried to do, based on the interim report given by the State Permanent Backward Class Commission, they based on the report, so they increased the reservation from 4% to 7% for Lingayats and 4% to 6% to Vokkaligas. So now Vokkaligas, as you know, might not be a very trusted ally of BJP, whereas Lingayats are. So in this context, what they have done, so they tried a very interesting factor, that is, the calculated game move. It's a kind of risky also. They try to take away the Muslim reservation given in, it has been in Karnataka since 1992. For the last three decades, this 4% reservation was for Muslims in government jobs and education institutions. So now what they have done, interestingly, moving Muslims into EWS. So basically, Muslims have to fight with upper caste, Brahmins and Baniyas and other communities. There are 3 or 4 communities. So they have to fight with these communities, while Lingayats and Vokkaligas got a good chunk of 3% and 2% respectively. It's a good, see, there are 2 parts, Krishna Kumar. If we see electorally, it's a very master stroke, I could say. And of course, legally, one can easily contest, it can go on, because anything which is related to SC/ST, it has to be ratified by the parliament as per the rules. So when it goes to parliament, there are some sticky points in this particular SC issues, because some communities in the SC block in Karnataka need not necessarily in SC block in UP and Telangana. So that's the major issue pending before the issue. That's why.
No, fair enough. At this stage, Bhaskar Hegde, both me and Karnataka'S over here are wondering the same thing. How will this impact the BJP? It worked wonders for them in UP. That's what Karnataka'S was saying. And this whole consolidation of the subsects of the Lingayats is what Karnataka'S was talking about. All that is happening. Will this, in a sense, result in a consolidation of the Hindu vote bank, so to speak, for the BJP, just work for them in the UP, continuing in Karnataka? Or do you think that this move to strike off the Muslim quota, which has been in existence for 3 decades, sort of backfiring on them?
No, I think what Karnataka'S said, especially he mentioned about UP, I think might be possible in Karnataka also, because what happened, Muslims are more or less with Congress and SDPI, other Muslim party. So now BJP, what it has done is they try to drive a wedge between Muslims and Congress. That's why Congress is worried, and the reaction from DK Shivkumar is basically they are rattled, because if they lose, of course, BJP was not expecting votes from Muslims. What BJP was expecting is more votes from SC, which they have done, and of course more votes from Lingayats. What BJP was trying to do is, BJP was trying to stop Lingayat votes from going to Congress. Probably this might be the reason why they have increased the Lingayat quota from 4% to 7%, and sending a message to Lingayats that we are with you, please vote for her, vote for us. So in finally, I think SC, Lingayats, upper caste, and microscopic minorities. These are the blocks that BJP is trying to garner in this election. That's what I think they are trying to eye at.
Bhaskar, Kartikeya here. Do you think that the Bharatiya Janata Party is changing its position in Karnataka politics? Earlier it was very clearly Lingayat led. Now, if they are distributing 2% to Vokkaligas and 2% to Lingayats, they are trying to make a foray into a Vokkaliga vote, very clearly. And that, so if we are to say that they are trying to target the Vokkaliga vote, can you break down the Vokkaliga politics for us? Because Vokkaliga is not one homogenic community.
Unlike the Lingayats,
Absolutely.
who usually vote together for the same party.
See, in this election, the major tectonic shift in the BJP strategy is it's focusing on South Karnataka also. South Karnataka, in the sense, they are focusing on Vokkaliga belt. So the first thing what they have done, as he initially pointed out, they opened there are pontiffs, there are so many things, the outreach programs, and there are so many things they have done. Kempe Gowda statues inaugurated by none other than Prime Minister outside the Bangalore airport. There are so many things happen. So BJP is trying very hard to garner Vokkaliga votes. If not, they get. What probably it might be doing is that vote should not go to either of one of the parties, that is JDS or Congress. So what BJP's strategy is probably that if one of the parties, BJP manages to stop one of the parties getting some share of Vokkaliga votes, that vote may come to BJP. That's the calculation, I think.
You know, Krishna, I also feel that BJP is slightly wary, or the BJP leadership is slightly wary of Yedurappa. You know, these are unsaid things in politics. Though we had those photographs where Yedurappa's son was serving food to Prime Minister Modi, those stills had come. But I think they are still wary of the fact, because once bitten, twice shy. Last time Yedurappa went, 10% vote percentage of BJP came down, and Yedurappa, went out, took away all the Lingayat vote. So they also feel that, if everything is done for Lingayat, and at the last minute Yedurappa decides to teach a lesson to Bharatiya Janata Party, then they'll be in a big problem. I think that is why they're not putting all their eggs in one basket,
so to
and
speak.
for this reason they have gone out and said, well, let's try a bet on Vokkaligas. I think this is part of larger Hindutva politics.
Yeah, and also that's right. Exactly, I was about to say that it's also logical deduction, as Bhaskar is pointing out. They were not expecting the Muslim vote either way.
Absolutely.
Might as well take that reservation and give it to somebody else.
I'll give you a loose parallel. In Uttar Pradesh, Bharatiya Janata Party started not by commanding the dominant OBC party or by commanding the ST or SC vote. If you recall, early 90s, Bharatiya Janata Party was getting votes from the Baniya community, some upper caste communities, but primarily from the Lodhs. Kalyan Singh was a Lodh, and behind the mobilization of Kalyan Singh, BJP was able to create a space for itself. Now, when it came to 2017, what did Bharatiya Janata Party do? It broke into the Dalit section by saying Jatav and non-Jatav. So I think similarly what BJP is trying to do is they're trying to expand their vote bank beyond Lingayat, because they don't want to be held hostage to the Lingayat leadership, because Lingayat as a community is also like a practiced way of life. I wouldn't say a religion, but it's one of the biggest sects within Hinduism. So I think when you increase your catchment area, you reduce your dependence, and I think they will not accept it,
Right.
but that's what they're doing.
Right. My only question to Bhaskar Hegde at this stage is that, any changes to the way the reservation matrix exists in Karnataka is drawing huge, sharp reactions. In that sense, this entire change, do you see this, affecting the chances of the BJP in any kind of a negative way? Because you have a Yediyurappa who you need to get the Lingayat vote, whose house is being pelted at with stones as we speak.
Okay, now, very interesting point. See, the one more point I would like to add here is the BJP government has increased the quota for reservation for SC and ST also. And what they have done essentially, within the SC quota, they have brought internal reservation. So there was a committee constituted in 2004. That committee gave report around 2010, and that report was pending for almost 12 years. Now, what the government has done, why government has implemented, why it took risk to implement this particular report and give internal reservation for SCs is a very interesting point. Now, among SCs, there are two blocks in Karnataka. One is touchable and one is untouchable. So the touchable SC communities are with Congress, and that's about some 40 to 45%. The remaining untouchable communities, more or less, since last 3 or 4 elections, they have become quietly, slightly loyal to BJP. What BJP has done now is they have brought in this internal reservation and increased. They have given a 6.5% internal reservation for the untouchable scheduled caste people. So basically, it has given a kind of 6.5% reservation for SC left voters of loyal BJP SC left voters. In that sense, it's a kind of a big tectonic shift in the BJP strategy. So they have made a major change in the SC reservation pattern also, and that's why Congress, more so because when AICC President Kharge himself comes from Karnataka and he's a SC leader, and he's from right, he's from a touchable community. So they are more worried about this particular strategy that BJP has adopted right now.
Right, Bhaskar Hegde there bringing us that perspective. Bhaskar Hegde, stay with us. Karnataka'S, stay with us. We are discussing the upcoming Karnataka State Assembly elections and all the changes that are going to happen in the lead up to that. But with that, we wrap up this particular segment of the discussion. We will continue on the other side.